face as the thumbnail.
Stretch.
And Goldy looking like he's trying to choke himself.
No, don't pull your skin like that. It's not good.
Yeah, no, that's not no.
All right,
If you're truly worried, you want to know what you do if you're truly worried? You angle your screen higher so you have to look up everywhere.
Yep.
That's
what
how
I
you
do.
fix it. Yep. And like
You don't look down, you
avoid
wanna
doing
look up.
this.
Hi.
Avoid doing this.
Hello.
There you go.
Hi.
Perfect.
You wanna angle everything that you have to like look up somewhere. That's
All right, I think the stream should be up at the
Oh
moment.
god, did you just see my stupid nose?
Fucking
Yes.
baked beans.
Every day.
I hope that was on the stream. I really do. I'm gonna check.
Fucking
later.
baked beans.
No, because you did baked beans last time.
No, but we had the. Yeah, we
did the fruit because today's food yesterday was fruit.
All right, folks. Let's go over the recap. This time it's your turn. Who would like to take point?
Who is your?
All of us, apparently.
all of us.
Last week we started with Jodie's Jesliann doing her missing stuff from the previous week because she went off early. She found out more information about what kind of forging she was doing. Jagantoth's
Well, I can go into it if you like.
Yeah, you
I can go into it if you like. Yeah. So I think we did a little retcon type thing, and I came to the office early, and what's her name? I'm going crazy. Vicar, who's like my supervisor there. She's also, I think she's also a captain. I think she has a title as well. She was like just passed out asleep on her desk. So I thought, okay, let's use that as an opportunity to sneak around. So Jesliann looked around and specifically was looking at some of the stacks of papers that was on her desk and found out some information about there had been shift changes. A private called Mira Tenville was one of the people who had their shift changed, and she was assigned from one role to another, and so she had been reassigned to the routine inspection line, which is interesting because of there had been some sort of unidentified cargo that had been coming in through that area. And so this shift change had been signed off by Moonsickle. What's that person's first name? Moonsickle?
Is it Ivan?
Yeah, Ivan Moonsickle. But that wasn't the person who signed off on it.
Ivan
That's the person that was replaced. As in, like, the person who was like, oh, I need this other person, gives it to Ivan Moonsickle.
Okay, my mistake. I've got two names here. I put Moonsickle, then I put Nerek Tamel.
Nah, I think who's
Nerek
Nerek?
Tamel was the another person who got his shift change with Mira. He was the guy
back to front. Yeah,
he was the guy I talked to who figured out that Mira went missing later on that day.
Okay. On Vicar's desks, there were two candles that had been burned out. So there seemed to be indication that she was asleep there, so she'd like been there overnight. One very curious and interesting thing was Vicar had a tattoo that Jesliann could just see a little bit peeking out from under her short sleeve shirt, and it was a small tattoo that looked like it was kind of like a pentagon with it was a pentagon at the center with like wavy lines coming off the edge, almost like a sun. And yeah, it was a little faded, but Jesliann didn't recognize it herself. I think I later then described it to what's her name again?
Telva.
Sorry?
Telva.
Telva. Yeah, and then we found out that it was this name of this, or that it was associated with a criminal organization that's thought to be defunct, that's thought to be no longer around. Other notes of interest were paper with unfinished cargo and purchase orders. Purchase orders of inbound purchase orders that were done by a Corporal Fen Wassel. There was a note about a shipment that was meant to be received, 4 large crates that had been redistributed, and this note said further inspection details can be found on the day, and each crate had a different color code, and it said the red to Comorda.
That's right,
Comorda, and wait for further instructions. Jesliann didn't know what the fuck is what that meant, and under the most recent inbound shipment, the name was removed. Finally, something that raised Jesliann's suspicions was that the garbage can by the front door where she had come in, there was some sort of vial in there with some liquid in there that it was like really sus. So Jesliann posited the idea that Vicar may have been drugged in some way, but it's just a suspicion, she couldn't confirm that. Oh yeah, and the name of that crime syndicate is called the Myriads. That's what the Vicar's tattoo is associated with. So that's everything that Jesliann found out on her little retcon adventure.
I have a little bit to add. So during our meeting, we spoke about what used to be the oldest smuggling company, the Myriad, who were active 15 years before the war started. We were told by Tila that they basically got too big too quickly and inevitably were found out, and a lot of their, well, I don't know how many actually, a number of the leaders were taken down, but the ones who got away scattered, and possibly are the ones who are in control of the smaller smuggling groups that are in the surrounding areas. A lot of this is an assumption. We don't have any concrete information. It's more of this is the most plausible case. As for my own character, Caidi has been giving explicit instructions while investigating with Tila to not let her get too close to the situation, as both of us, while not in immediate danger, are in a situation where we could be pulled into a much more fatal predicament, and I have been instructed to pull her away when need be, even if that means blowing my cover. So yeah, I have a work cut out there.
Shifa's investigation was on the dolls, and we got around to opening them and found they had elemental stones, different elements and different colored stitchings, and only the red ones were going to Komoda, I believe. Yeah. That was interesting, and I think Talva was gonna make more investigation on Komoda's side with her contact. Anybody else? And I guess after that we discussed our evening scouting slash recon of the Scalebound Inn and who's going with who. Basically, Dante was going with the Tiefling captain. Caidi's going with Tila. And Jesliann is gonna be taking a shift outside, replacing Silas.
That's something we have to discuss now because that's not in play just yet.
And
No, that was in play
Layla's-
because Telva actually left to go finalize the paperwork immediately so that she could get the shift in time.
My
Mhm.
mistake.
I forget what we discussed for Layla and Shifa's involvement in the Scalebound.
Layla's
Anybody-
going with Dante and
From what I
Tiefling
recall,
captain.
Shifa was already stationed with Silas.
Okay, so I was
And then
stationed
the
with
Silas one
Silas
was
and
going to be swapped by
Jesliann.
Jesliann.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Anything else?
You guys are alone in the house, by the way. The only thing outside are the two guards that escorted you, that are Telva's right and left, in new disguises.
Hmm.
You have about an hour.
I don't think there's anything else left for us to discuss. Is there? Are we at the point where we're ready to go prepare for the Scalebound Inn? Do we need to go talk to any of the NPCs?
I mean, we don't have to talk to anyone.
I'm not really clear what I'm doing, to be honest. So,
Rob, would we have our full weapons for our security detail?
Oh yeah, yeah. For the security folks, you would have a weapon detail.
Okay.
I would say
For
that
everyone
most of
else,
the
figure it
time
the
this is
fuck
a
out.
military compound, so you guys are gonna have weapons on you that are fitting to your characters at all times.
Okay, so not our weapons per se.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you set up for your thing now, does it? Like if you said that you're a magic practitioner and you don't have magic and you're a barbarian, then you're kind of hosed with that. But you know, whatever you want to say, you told Telva, I can roll with the punches there. We don't have to make it too hard.
I'd like to get my fans back.
So you're gonna conceal them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they'll be pretty easy to conceal.
Yep, that's fine. Your war fans are like a very special piece of equipment that is meant for that. So
I'm trying to think, what was Jesliann's role? Was Jesliann going to be in Scalebound, or did we have her doing something else?
Shifa and Jesliann were detailed to be outside of the thing on patrol.
Oh, right, yeah.
So they're outside of the Scalebound and on patrol just for general security.
Rob,
Basically,
I've
when you
had a
have
lot
too
of-
many troops in one area and you got to keep them busy, you put people on patrols and security.
Yeah.
Especially if you're Crown's Guard.
does that mean I get weapons then?
Everybody does.
Oh,
So
Okay,
whatever you
thanks.
think is appropriate for your alias, Jesliann, you can have. Kind of standard.
Oh
equipment.
right, I can move stuff to the party inventory now. I've been holding on to my pass. So.
I guess the other thing that we could do right now, while we have an hour, is like try and discuss our thoughts about like what's going on if we wanted to. Because it's like there's no other NPCs to look at least in this room or like with our immediate vicinity. We're going to the Scalebound no matter what. Whatever happens in there will happen, and then we'll divvy out to, you know, like the next day or whatever comes next.
So what happens in Scalebound stays in Scalebound. Is that what you're saying?
Or what happens in Scalebound happens in Scalebound.
Whatever happens in Scalebound leaves Scalebound because we're going to Teltelva.
Well, apart from that, it stays there. We never speak about it again, apart from to tell Telva. Okay.
The only thing I remember is that Jesliann is going to be a guard outside, but I don't know what her mission is. I don't know.
Same thing as
Shifa?
same thing as Shifa. Basically, patrol, be on standby if something goes wrong.
What?
I kind of doubt that we.
Hold on. I have a massive spider above me.
Oh shit.
Oh, priorities.
With a spider.
Emergency! Emergency!
Quick.
Stop the stream!
Well,
Stop
Mikhail,
the stream, stop the game! Spider! Spider!
Oh, don't I guess spray is not bad.
Hairspray
It
will
depends
make
on the
it so
spray.
that the joints can't move.
I really want to know what giant is
sometimes-
for you
yeah.
guys.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah, 'cause
we're
it's
like
so
neighbors to
spider,
Australia,
and
and
it's
we
like
have
that
real
big.
huntsmen here, okay?
About twice the size of my thumbnail.
So about that
I'm
big?
sorry, twice the size of your thumbnail. That's a big spider. That's tight.
Yes,
Smack it
that
with
would
your
be-
hand. Give it a fucking.
That would be a big spider for me. I would shit myself.
It's like a house spider or something.
Mesh, just
Can you see
leave
that?
him alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen watching the stream, there's a spider warning. Sorry, it's a little late.
Mesh, you
I
should
can't
just
see
leave it
anything.
alone. Make it
No.
a deal where he'll keep.
Yeah, but you don't want it to drop on your head either.
Sorry, Cari, you
No,
said that my
man.
brain was imagining your voice.
I
as
don't
like
want
a
it to
warning
lay
system on a
eggs
bus.
and have 500 babies
That's
around.
what I was
Okay,
trying to
Manji?
do.
Exactly.
Like, can
they
you
lay
imagine?
eggs and then
you crash a
baby
bus,
spiders
and then all of a
fly.
sudden it's your voice, and it's just.
Spiders
I've
are
already had
experts
to
at
deal with lots
multiplication,
of
let me
baby
tell you.
spiders 5
Yeah,
years
it's a
ago.
crash.
Not
Oh,
doing
that's
it again.
okay.
Find your immediate
If
emergency
you are still alive,
first
please don't
responder.
panic.
Yep.
Please don't panic.
Oh, hold on. That's why I get rid
Man,
of
we
them.
derailed
They
so
just- they
fucking
go
quickly.
off and they lay eggs, and then there's a bunch of baby spiders. Exactly.
Is it gonna tip on its butt?
If
or
there's
is it
a
all black?
spider by a window, I leave it alone. That means it's just getting bugs that are coming in and going out.
Rob, this is all
Oh,
in
those
character.
small ones, I leave. Those small ones that do. I leave those ones.
Guys,
alone.
guys, there's a spider. There's a spider.
If there's a big one, if there's a big one, I'm sorry.
Alright, back to the game. Back to the game. Back to the game, guys. Back to the game.
Shifa, I
Look,
don't
it's got thing on its butt. It means it's venomous.
You're
Oh, it beats me.
As well.
Shifa, what?
Funnily enough, I was literally trying to ask Rob a question about the metal spider I have.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
metal
those
crab.
spider- or were they crabs or spiders? I don't know.
Yeah, it was a crab.
No crab.
Was it more like a crab? Okay.
I was going to ask, did I ever figure out how to control it or command it or something?
Well, you got a tiny spider brain.
Remember,
now
you took it
can
to
use.
you took it to the
Tiny spider brain.
the two engineers that told you how to use it.
Put batteries in
Okay.
it first.
I just at
Called
some
a
point
Vox
want to see the
Seeker.
spider come down on Mesh's fucking camera very slowly touching down.
It's trying. It's literally trying. I can see it.
Give it you got thongs, right? Give it
Yeah,
you
just
know,
throw it
the
up there.
flip flops.
I never understand why Australians call flip flops thongs because it's so confusing to
Is
me.
it because of
It's
the?
like-
I don't
strap
understand
that's
why
in
you
the
call
thong?
I don't understand why
It's
you call
because
like
of the
those
little-
fucking G-string things thongs.
I don't know what happened there. It all went wrong.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
That's
Guys,
something
it's-
America
Pick
shares
tongue.
with Great Britain.
Hang on, I think we're still watching Mesh deal with the spider. The
Guys,
fact that you
It's
Remember
just
the
a
thong
spider.
song? That wasn't about flip flops,
The
okay?
pongs.
Okay,
know,
it's dead.
I commend
dead.
your the use of paper
I don't
towel,
know.
Mesh. I commend that.
If you heard it, you would know it. Who sang the thong song? I've forgotten.
Okay. Anyway, the spider is dead.
Thong song.
The emergency.
The danger has passed. Back to the game. The danger has passed.
Emergency has passed. The spider is dead. We all level up. Initiative is ended. Combat is over.
Pow!
Uh-huh.
Pow, 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 pow.
But you can have inspiration for dealing with the spider.
You did it!
Just a gold star. Yay!
Yeah, gold star.
Gold star.
Okay.
Mesh has slain the spider.
Enemy slain.
And they'll be back.
90 experience points collected. Skill point obtained.
Yeah, next time you guys level up,
spider.
Mesh just gets to level up twice for no reason. It's like, what? Well, he has IRL boss fights all the time.
It's a shame, Mesh, you can't seem to go to sleep. There are still enemies about, at least 100 of them running around.
Don't
No more Minecraft
do not talk about
references. Don't
hundreds
take
of
away your
spiders
inspiration.
in my presence.
All right.
Okay.
Back to game. We're very serious role players.
Shifa, you ran around for like 5 minutes trying to kill a spider. Can we get back to it, please?
Who knew that the big metal man over here was so afraid of spiders?
Yeah, he can't hurt you. Like literally.
Yeah.
The thing's
You
tiny.
can
You
get
see
inside
big-
me, okay?
Oh, that
can
was
get
it. Oh,
inside me.
no.
There are other
Why
things that
would
can get inside you.
They lay eggs inside.
No,
Why would
we're
you
not talking
care?
about spiders laying eggs ever. Spiders don't lay eggs, spiders sneeze out babies.
That's somehow more
That's
terrifying.
worse. That's so much
I
worse.
hate eggs. They're like the
You
circle
broke
things.
my
They're
accent
the
because of
They're
how worse
circle
that
things.
is.
I have an enigma against the
sneeze is
circle
a
things.
circle.
Can you imagine? Oh god, guys, it's a spider.
Can you
and
imagine
hear
if
this
they
very
were
tiny
square?
toot,
We
and
would be
just thousands come out. Just
What?
I hadn't thought about it, but actually bugs could get inside of Shifa, couldn't they? He must have little like nooks and
Just-
crannies.
Does he
like
have
that.
to? Does
I
he
would
have to
love
be
it
cleaned
if you
out
ended
every
up-
like couple of months for like small critters and like squirrels and raccoons?
Yeah.
I was gonna say like a bird nest inside you.
She was just like, I've been limping for the past month and a half, and we opened the leg, and there's been a fucking bird in there for a while.
Maybe
Mesh is
it's
just
not
being
appropriate for us to
piloted
talk
by a
about
very
Shifa's
small
internals,
pygmy
right in
kobold.
front of
He's
him.
got like
Yeah.
levers and stuff inside.
Shifa, why do you have Dark Souls music playing on the left side?
Shut
of
the door on your way
your
out.
back?
You saw nothing.
I don't know how we got to this part of the conversation.
Hey, listen,
no
you guys
idea.
want to go
You-
completely
you-
off track?
you
I'm
couldn't
just
come to
letting you
a
do
deal
whatever the
with
fuck
this.
you want.
This is
No,
what
man.
happens when you
I
have at
stopped
least
it.
3 people.
You started
with
it again with
ADHD.
your in-game reference to the spider.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause I'm
Okay.
trying to keep it in game.
okay, everyone, back to normal. We are currently trying to find the group of smugglers inside this military compound. Between all of us, is there any ideas we wish to share? Any thoughts that we have now? Because currently,
Wicca is definitely working for either the Jagantoths or somebody above them or adjacent to them. And then there's potentially somebody trying to sabotage her and slash the Jagantoths and somebody adjacent.
well, hang on. We don't know that for quite certainty. We know that there was something in that vial and that she was asleep. We do not know the purpose of that, and we don't know if it's with Jagantoths. We know she's involved somewhere in this puzzle, but she's definitely someone who has a lot of power and is just unkept.
She has,
But-
she has a lot of power. She has no oversight at all, from what I can see, and
Like, think-
she has this association with this syndicate that is
Yeah.
well, it's extremely suspect that anyone would have that tattoo otherwise. To be
Well,
honest with you.
think of this, right? You are this. Sorry, hang on, please. Go.
no, I was being silly. You can finish your thought. I'll pop in
Okay.
after.
So, you are this incredibly talented forger. You are Hokori in the underground is built upon this. People probably know your name. You have ties to this old organization that trained you, that developed you, that you worked for. So I ask you, if she is indeed drugged, then why? What purpose would that serve? If you were trying to hide something, why exactly would you go to the effort of drugging her instead of paying for her or finding some sort of other alternative payment? If she wasn't
Maybe
indeed
they
drugged,
wanted to remove something that she had made. Maybe they wanted to remove or erase something.
I will say
But again-
one thing.
I have an alternate theory, but go for it first.
On all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
In an hour, we may know the answer because we're going on the under. Right now, all we can do is speculate it. So I think what we should be doing is planning contingency plans for the upcoming event. If don't drink anything because you might be poisoned, or are we going in guns blazing? Are we going in stealth? Do we let someone escape, or do we just have?
Rob, our audio connections, is it 1-to-1 or is it 1-to-many?
he means with the silver pieces that we have.
Our coins.
Oh, they're all
I-
interconnected because they're the same design, so you can make a single call to any other one.
Any one. So we can't
Yeah.
announce this is an emergency with the coin.
Yeah. Well, you can, but it would basically do the chain where it's like what the
Now, what I've kind of retconned a little bit is that if you want to make a group announcement to save uses, you can contact Telva, and then she will individually contact the rest of you. But as a result of that, that means that if there's some sort of relay system, I will allow you guys to kind of decide what you want to do. If it's like,
I actually have. If we give each other a number, then whenever we get it, we'll know who to give it to next.
I like that. Not the bad
well,
one.
what I'm saying this is that if you go to
At number 4,
Telva,
I need to relay it to number 5.
if you give it to Telva, she can give it back to all of the group. But if there's some
Telva
sort of like
effectively acts
very
as a big
time sensitive
relay.
thing, like we're talking like rounds of combat type time sensitive nature, then I will make it basically in action to have her send a message to each person. So if there's any sort of time sensitive thing, it will take, a couple of rounds before everyone is aware of what's going on. Now, that doesn't mean that if multiple people are in the same area, they can't like observe something to be happening and will need to be called.
Yeah.
So if you want to give a message over to Telva, it's an action. So we're gonna nip that in the bud. If there's any sort of time sensitive thing ever, contacting her is essentially the message spell, so it's an action and a spell cast.
Okay. Here's the thing. We have 4 people inside the building. They could literally verbally communicate with each other unless there's like a hidden room downstairs or something. And then the people outside would be me and Jesliann, who need to know if we need to rush in or something. So between me and Jesliann, one of us should get contacted and we can tell each other. And between the people inside, you guys figure out how you're grouping up your communications. I think it's just the inside groups and outside groups that need to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
I mean-
unless we somehow get split.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
I was going
then
to
we'd
say
have
that
3
assumes we
groups.
are all in this. This is all of that is dependent on 2 things. Firstly, that we are all not together, in case we get split up, and 2, if anything actually happens. We could walk in and we could find nothing at all. We could walk in and everything could go to shit. We don't know what's in there. We don't know what's going to be in there. We don't know what's coming up. So, first and foremost, I want to put this in the front of all of our minds that this is normal behavior. How we've been acting up until now We are keeping on cover. We are maintaining our identities. We are not going to do anything big, flashy, or paramount unless it is absolutely necessary. If our gossip friend goes in there and gets herself hurt, put in danger, or whatever, that is an emergency point which we will react from there. I would also suggest that we keep as many of us hidden as possible, which means we only announce what's going on if necessary. Thankfully, we're all in guard uniforms, which means we don't really have to reveal who the hell we are. You know, one person attacks another, a bunch of guards keep up. I don't think anyone's going to pull a move like that inside the hall. If they're going to put her in danger, it would be more likely that they make a mental note and they get her at some other point when she is alone. If they make a pull like that, it means we walked into a spider's nest and every motherfucker in there is dangerous. And at that point, shit hit the fan. But I very much doubt that will be the circumstances that we will face.
You're muted.
You keep breaking up.
I said, do not worry, dear fans. The shit will never hurt you.
So,
Tell my
first
friends.
First and foremost, this is something else we have to remember as well. We are walking into an environment where everyone has military training. It doesn't necessarily mean that they will win every fight, but it does mean that everyone is ready to kick some serious ass. Which means we're like, for our gossip friend, we are not rescuing some helpless heroine that can't help herself. We're probably helping someone who has fucked up a few bitches in her time.
So to speak.
The issue is how much shit she's going to find herself. And that's what our goal should be to curb. If it's a lot of shit, we pull it the fuck out. If it's a little bit of shit, we keep our eyes going forward.
So we are. I mean, we're not trying to engage. We're trying to avoid.
Keep it like
yeah.
Remind our mission: information gathering. We are here to seep out the problem. We are not here to stop it. If we find ourselves in a situation where we can do that, brilliant. But our role is to give Telva the information she needs to nip the whole system in the bud, or at least a good portion of it. It's no good us running in there and taking it out because we don't know the full system of things.
We don't know exactly. There's some dots we haven't managed to connect yet. Not properly.
All we know is there's about 30 dots leading to 7 different families with 14 different things connected to every which way in person. And all we know for certain is that there is a lot of things going on, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of cogs. If we go and make a big hubbub, we might piss off an entirely another group that is acting in this and miss our entire original goal.
That would not be good.
It would not be good. So, this is information gathering. This is keeping identities. This is not making any big fanfare. The only reason we should break character is if it is a dire emergency. But I very much doubt we will come up with that. Otherwise. From there, if it does become an emergency, who was with Gossip Girl again? It's Jodie, isn't it?
Caidi.
Caidi, sorry.
No.
No.
And
The
You're
gossiping.
not going with Tila?
I'm going with Tila. Oh, sorry. Yes. Tila's a gossip girl?
I believe so.
She's not a gossip girl. I don't know why I gave her that. She's a story gathering girl, but
To be fair, I give her that because I can't remember Tiva.
The gossip person is Selwick.
The gossip I remember was to do
Righteous
with
brand Selwick.
yeah, so like
okay.
the one that I fell on.
Yeah,
Correct,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Wait, that's Selwick? Okay, fucking. Okay.
She's the
I
morale
don't know
officer
who
if it
brought up
helps.
Wait,
Morale
Gossip
officer.
Girl in this
Tila's the
context.
one that was looking into
the missing kids,
children.
the officers, yes.
And that's why we were saying that she's the one that might be in trouble, because if people get onto her, that's a problem.
And Tila
Okay,
is
I'm
also
thinking-
Crown's Guard.
Yes. Okay. I'm thinking opposite.
Yeah.
Okay. So, her, Tifa,
Oh,
if
Tila.
she hits fan, goal is to get her out of there as fast as possible, and probably to get her to a point where we can contact Telva and make her disappear. The good kind of disappear. Because at
Hold
that
up,
point,
disappear. Whoa, disappear.
yes,
Well, no,
As
no,
in-
no, no, not
Please-
wink,
as
wink,
in
nudge,
please
nudge.
different
elaborate.
identity,
No,
as
no,
every
the-
different person, as in
Protective
change of-
custody.
Yeah.
Protective
The positive way.
A positive disappear. We know what we're talking about. Don't make
Yes.
this complicated.
Well, I didn't. That's why I asked for clarification.
so.
I mean, we need to be on the same
Innovation.
page with this. If people are going to be done away with, I need to know.
No, no,
I'd
no.
rather not do
We've
that.
already got 3 people who disappeared. We don't need more. Other than that, the other reason why I bring up, the forger, that situation where, why would she be drugged? The reason I bring that up is because if she is drugged, then who does it and for what reason? Again, this is an underworld this is an underworld cadaver who is excellent at her craft and basically untouchable within the military. So, if she was drugged, that means someone managed to sneak in, give her whatever it is, and get out, which is a much bigger issue. That brings up 2 other things. Who? And who was that person connected to? If it's the Jagantoths, then it's like, okay, wait, then what are they coming in here to search for? Like,
Yeah, but it doesn't make as much sense since some of these things seem to be the stuff that was coming in seemed to be connected to the Jagantoth. So, I mean, it'd have to be someone that was against, like someone or a third party maybe that was against them. The Jagantoth.
precisely my thinking.
Yeah. Right.
It again, assuming that is indeed what happened. Unfortunately, we don't, which means it is an assumption and we cannot play upon that. But that is exactly what I'm thinking.
Right.
That if it is this, then we have to think, who was the other third party? And it could be a Jagantoth for some reason, right? There's plenty of, reasons that someone could probably come up with to do that. It's a fucking underground crime syndicate.
Family
It'd be-
feud.
Yeah, family feud, anything. Like, there could be backstabbing all the way from here all the way back up to Salt Wallow. Like, there's a lot of situations that exists. The question you have to ask is why? And if she is drugged by some sort of party, be it within the same Jagantoth family, be it within this smugglers group, who we don't know are connected yet, be it another third party we don't know, why would you target her instead of paying her, instead of going through a normal channel? And what would your goal be? Because if it's just information, like cutting certain things out, taking certain things back, again, you have someone who is connected to this giant underground syndicate. What the hell would be the purpose of getting rid of her information when you could just pay her?
That's the thing I want.
It sounds like it feels like stirring the hornet's nest, because as I said, she has no oversight. She seems to rule her own domain. To do something like that and to be so careless about it as to leave a potential evidence there that she would know, she could maybe put 2 and 2 together. But she seemed to think that she'd maybe drunk too much. But I don't think it'd be a good idea to get on the wrong side. I don't want to get on the wrong side of her.
Here's my theory about that. You are on the spot, Jesliann, because it is stirring the pot, But it could be that somebody wanted you to find out what she's doing. Somebody wanted you specifically to catch on to her corruption more than they assumed you knew.
Could
Because
be. Could
you're
be.
you're the only one in that office apart from her.
That
This-
is a good point.
Present time. Yeah. Yeah.
Use her as a red herring, and if it's another family, maybe they want someone else in her role, and they, instead
Might
of
approach you
making
later
her,
on.
instead of making her disappear and take her out and having to deal with that, you instead get her demoted because, oh hey, you've been doing this all the time, get her arrested. And then you have someone else walk in,
I
be
think
it
she'd be
yourself,
arrested, yeah.
be it someone else. I think that is a very apt theory. Still.
Yeah.
If people knew.
The other thing I want to remind everybody going inside is Constable Grill Dobbins is the name that came up who was signing off on the shift changes for Ivan Moonsickle. And
Right.
he is likely to be in there. That's something for the people inside to know.
I want to know who this Dobbins is as well. That is another good point. So, I spoke at them. While we're inside, we should also specify what are we looking for specifically. Dobbins, 100%, that is a key focus. But while we're in there, what else could we be looking for?
More tattoos.
More tattoos? That's another one.
All right.
Although
So
with
Well,
we were
How
hired
would you-
because
Sorry, go.
we were hired because of the smuggling, right? So
yes,
that should be our priority in there is smuggler.
priority number one. Doesn't mean we can't grab other things, but just means we shouldn't tunnel vision. Jesliann, you were saying?
I'm just wondering, how would you be able to see know they had the tattoos if they weren't wearing more revealing clothing like a short sleeve?
Unless
You
there's
did-
some sort of you could scry on them, but I feel like that'd be more of if someone happened to slip
No.
up, similar to Alfoja.
I feel like if they might, if someone's gonna, maybe they wouldn't do it. Maybe it's less likely to happen in an inn because they'd be aware there's lots of people looking at them. But maybe you just need to invite them to a hot spring or something. I don't know, get them in a naked situation.
Are you saying one of are you saying one of us should seduce them?
I said nothing of the such. I said take them to a hot spring.
Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, to give you credit, that's not a bad suggestion.
Well, where else
I'm
would
not-
you be
Hot
getting
springs
naked?
don't let people with tattoos in, no. That's a Japan joke.
Well, they do here in Wildemount. I don't know where you're from, but they definitely do here.
A lot of people have different kind of tattoos.
You know
It's
where I'm
kind of
from.
hard to pinpoint
Oh yes, that's what I
who
do.
has what.
To be fair, we also know the kind of tattoo that we're looking for. If we happen to see the same one that Jesliann saw, it's a dead ringer. But it doesn't mean that they're connected to the smuggling situation.
We have iconography for Myriad, but do we have iconography for Jaganthoughts and other families, Rob?
Oh, let me see if they
I
have
don't
any.
think so. Like a crest or something.
Big J.
We see the crest and it's just a military symbol, and it's like, oh god.
So I don't
Oh,
have
dear.
any official artwork for them. And let me just check really quickly.
I'm assuming I might have to roll for it.
To be fair, we are in the house of the woman who's currently hiding our identities and working as a secret government agent. You could just go ask.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, hey yo, tell me, you got iconography on you?
it would be well known, wouldn't it? If they had, I mean, it wouldn't be a secret or anything. People would know about that, right?
I feel like it depends on what part of the world you're in.
A family crest, or something. Unless they had like a secret symbol.
Well,
Stamp or something.
people come from all walks of life. Some people might not even be aware of such things because they don't care. It doesn't affect them in their day-to-day lives.
They might also just not have deals and that.
I was under their thumb for a while, so if anybody would know, I would.
For now, Mesh, I am going to say that they do not have any iconography that's very well known, but they would be important enough families in Shitty Creek Run that their influence would be marked by a family crest. So think of something extravagant around a T, an M, a J, and a U.
Okay. I'll relay what I know.
Okay, well then we'll keep half an eye out for any signatures, tattoos, anything that has that iconography. That's the family crest. I doubt we'll find something so blatant, but I mean, I also didn't think that we would find what were they called again? Was it the Myriad?
The Myriad.
Myriad, yeah.
But it's
I also
that they would actually be in operation. Like any tattoos we see might be old members.
Yeah, true. But even if
That's
they're just old
possible,
members,
yeah.
it is good to have in the back of our heads, just as characters. Remember, we are working with assumptions and very few concrete evidence. We know few things, we know some things, we know certain things happened. We don't necessarily know why or how they're connected. So it's best not to work on assumptions. So if you see someone who's like, oh hey, here's a strange little signature that kind of looks like an M that seems like it might be connected to a family, make a note. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's our target, just means it's something of note.
Okay. Whew, I got a couple of butterflies in my stomach.
Why would you eat butterfly?
No, it's an expression.
Don't worry, Caidi, you'll be okay.
Means I'm a bit anxious over the events to come.
At least it's not spiders.
Okay.
I don't mind spiders.
I had that once.
So you have to eat the spiders too. Then the spiders eat the butterflies. That's how that works.
Well,
I don't know why she swallowed the fly. I guess she.
And then you send the birds in for the snakes. Oh, for the spiders.
Yes. Oh, you okay? You must have had experience with this.
I've had a government or two do some stupid decisions with invasive species.
I know an old woman who swallowed the fly, but I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
I just had some flavor text. I wasn't trying to divert the whole thing again.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, Goldy, with two people with ADHD.
Okay.
I blame Mesh for bringing up the spider again.
As it stands.
He did.
He bloody well did.
You bloody well did.
You bloody well did. I will stop this camping to fight you, Jodie.
Okay. Ladles and jelly spoons. Is there anything else we should discuss now that we want to bring up, that we want to think about, or are we happy to move on?
Yes, I would like to know quickly if Chief and I's what you said we're going to have a code to communicate with each other or to communicate with the inside team.
Well, that is an idea that we could discuss. I'm not necessarily sure that we should require one, but honestly, I think if we get to that point, we just contact one of us contacts Telva, she tells all of us. Like, that's probably the more efficient way to go about it.
Silver tails.
Shifa, do you remember which family you were running from?
Jagantoth.
There is one thing. This may be incredibly long shot, but if by some miracle, we do find the kids underneath the inn, my priority will be to try to get the kids out. I know that might put certain of our own operations in jeopardy, but I just can't stand the idea of keeping them there. I doubt they're there, but if they are, I will try to get them out. Is that okay with everyone?
Think if you... Firstly, that is a long shot. I very much doubt we'll find kids in there.
Agreed.
Oh, it's also not kids. They're like...
yeah, range from young to teenagers. They're not kids, but...
They're kids.
Yeah. I realize that it is a long shot, but I still don't want to have you imprisoned.
I am with you. However, I would remind you of the circumstances that would have to happen for you to find that. And that would basically put you in a viper's den and very quickly to be killed.
Yeah, you
they
need
are
an
likely
exit plan.
They would likely not necessarily kill the kids. They might be mistreating them, using them for something or other, but they very much doubt they would kill them on the spot. So, if you happen to find that, get out. Tell all of us, tell Telva, and we will formulate a plan to get them out. And we will do it the right way.
With reinforcements, yes.
Okay.
Because I'm with you. I'm not going to leave them either. But if we go in there half-cocked, especially if you go in there half-cocked and you die, what good are you to the kids?
You are dead.
You'll be dead.
You walk in there with no plan, nothing.
You make a convincing argument. I understand.
And I am sorry to be rough there.
No, it is fair. Oh god, I'm speaking like Layla. Yes, it is fair.
What's the problem with that?
Like, I will make sure to keep myself safe above all else and get as much information as I can.
Get as much information and get that. If you happen to get under the inn and you find a bunch of kids, just ring immediately. Be like, "Hey yo, kids under the inn."
Yeah, we need reinforcements.
I'll use that exact terms. Ayo, kids.
Hey, kids under in. Help.
I need assistance.
Layla, you said.
Especially that you go.
Layla, you said wasabi was a keyword. Is it to let's get out of here keyword, or is it let's break character and do something? We have trouble keyword.
Wasabi means what you see, the shit has hit the fan and we need to get the heck out of here.
So both.
That means break
no break character. I don't know what this break character is.
But it means we should all
I just meant it as in character. Okay, things have gotten tits up. They know we're here. Help.
Okay.
Get out.
So just get out. Don't break character.
It's Critical Role's pineapple.
So get out ASAP.
Yeah.
I would also like to remind you, Caidi, that if, for whatever reason, you wind up, again, in this hypothetical cellar under the inn, filled with these kids, if you're in there under a circumstance where you have been, invited to gather information, you are in a prime spot to play up your character and get all the information that you can. I would also like to say that it would probably be wise if we decided to check in at some point with a message between all of us. Just as a, hey, we're all good. Maybe if again, running with the assumption that we are for some reason underneath the inn and there's things going on, if one of us goes down and winds up down there and we haven't responded back within 2 hours, you should probably go in and help.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So if any one of us are not heard from within a certain amount of time, we need to go and investigate.
It would probably be wise.
Roll call in 2 hours after entry. How about that?
Yeah, 2 hours. Does that seem like a reasonable time frame?
Maybe we can keep it simple, just like say Roger or something.
What's
Roger.
that?
I'm more thinking because of the way this works, we might find ourselves in a situation where, again, you like find yourself in a room that is lined with like anti-magic shenanigans. I know it's like what certain thick walls can do that.
Oh yeah, then what will we do if that's the situation?
Yeah, so if
Then
we
we'll know that person is in trouble and they didn't do roll call.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, I like the idea of it being about 2 hours because I very much doubt that will happen. I very much doubt that there is anything underneath the inn. But if someone happens to be in that situation and none of us sees it, a good 2 hours of like, hey, this person hasn't shown up in a bit. Or even if one of us gets a bit wary, because at least 4 of us will be inside. So at least we have eyes on 4 of us and we can keep track. So, you know, Caidi, if you happen to disappear at some point, you have, I keep saying 4 of us, 2 of us would be in here, 3 of us would be inside. So if you go missing, me and Layla will be able to turn around and go, hey, we haven't seen Layla in a while. Where is she going?
are we expecting that this whole thing would take less than 2 hours then?
I feel like it shouldn't take more than, I don't know, half an hour to an hour, but again,
But we
I have no idea what we're gonna find in there. I have no idea what's gonna happen. It could turn into a whole situation where the inn is on fire, everything's burning down, and we're currently fighting a dragon.
Oh,
Like,
good Lord.
we don't know what's going to happen next.
No, not ready for a dragon.
A dragon?
It might happen. I don't know if it will. We have no idea what's going to happen next. That's why we are goal setting and, you know, aligning our expectations first.
Okay.
Anyway, information gathering. If we haven't seen someone in about 2 hours, maybe less again if we're sort of on the inside and we can see them and they're like, hey, they've been gone for like 30 minutes with that creepy fellow. Maybe we should go find out where they went. You know, we're looking for information about smugglers. If we find more information about Jagantoths and some sort of connection, awesome. We are preferably keeping Tiva out of trouble. Whether or not that means preferably not breaking character, but in emergency setting, you do what you have to do. But remember, we are still all soldiers currently. We are all military personnel, which means as long as you're sticking with her, you have made her infinitely more safe, because most people are going to think twice about doing anything unless they're being incredibly sneaky and hiding poison somewhere, or they're going to outnumber you, or someone's just, you know, more powerful. But like, again, the fact that she won't be alone boosts her survivability significantly, because it stops anyone from wanting to do something, or at least makes them have to think, hey, if I do this thing, this person's gonna see, that person's gonna see, and this is going to be a fucking cupcake game.
Okay.
Okay.
Telva
So we
bursts in
shouldn't
the door
necessarily
and says,
have-
"You guys have got to go." It's
Yeah.
like
Why, what
10
time
minutes
is it?
before you got to be there, and it's about a 5-minute walk to get over there. Hurry the fuck up!
shit. Okay, ever up.
You are being paid.
Yeah.
Up.
Was this
Get to it.
Telva, by the way?
Yeah, it was
Or
Telva.
the
She
guard?
burst in the door.
Okay.
Paperwork's approved. Good luck.
Okay, there you go.
Uh,
Bye.
Telva, roll call in 2 hours over the coins.
No.
Yeah?
Rocco's for us. We contact her to tell
No,
everyone.
she can do it easier because we are.
I'll check in 2 hours. Get out of here.
Okay. I stumbled back in. I take a pastry and then I keep going.
Like a what?
Pastry.
You're going to dinner. You're gonna spoil it. I'm not your mom. What
I
am
never
saying
get
this
these
for?
things.
So you guys approach. It is dusk, which means the lanterns are currently being lit by some mixture of people with lantern lighters as well as mages with prestidigitation throughout the town, and also some of the Crownsguard are doing it. As you approach the tavern, you see Dante. You see, as you approach, that Shifa and Jesliann split off to go find their reporting captain, or rather the previous reporting shift, who is currently at the checkpoint location. outside of the tavern, just kind of like waiting by the door. Caidi, you also see the person you're supposed to meet, and Dante, you see your person to meet, are actually talking with each other. When you get there. So Miss Gray Sky seems to be talking in detail with I have the wrong notes up here. Hang on.
Nyla.
Watcher Tila Gray Sky is talking with
Nyla Ren.
I think that's right. Nyla Vren, captain of the Last Aegis. And Nyla seems to be taking some notes on a notebook. And then they seem to be just doing some idle talk as she closes her notebook and you guys walk up. But Layla is also with Dante and Caidi. I'm assuming that you guys would have just kind of like approached from different sides towards the central area.
Well, I said that he was my friend, so I probably would have approached with him.
Well, no.
Right.
We can approach at the same time.
You guys are
because we're going
together.
to meet the
Caidi
same
would be in a
people.
separate street, so you guys would have had to split off.
We
at a different
we
area.
like come up on the street and then we're like, Caidi, go, and then she goes around the long way back and comes the other way.
We're all out of breath when you enter the tavern.
Yeah.
Why is she even running so much?
Sorry, I thought I might be late. Actually, Rob, I'm terribly sorry. Is this a good time for a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My toes are cold. I need warmer socks.
Hey,
Sorry,
we'll be back in about 10 or so, 10-20 minutes.
Be back ASAP. Promise.
Thanks.
Papaya.
I have done fuck all this game. It's been great.
Oh, it's so sad. My game that I was meant to run today, we've had two people, like, it's basically a set of like 3 couples and then me running, and one of the couples split up.
Fun.
And it's sort of it's been like this big like, oh shit, okay, because they're the couple that was really like so like intertwined that you're like, they're gonna get fucking married at some point, they're gonna go the whole 9 yards, and then it's just like boop, and you're like, oh, what the fuck. But one of them said, no, I'll step out of D&D so you can. And then when I went to ask the other person about D&D, I realized that he had left the server, also Kitty. So I sat there and I was just like,
what?
The fuck? Okay, what do I do with this now?
Yeah, that's the D&D classic right there.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. Look at this cat. Look at them. Hello, fluffy yellow friend. You make good cat catcher. I put you on statue, make you wondrous power.
Harry, are you a big Freerun fan? Harry.
Am I a big Freerun fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Freerun fan.
Do you like Stark?
Stark's the redheaded guy, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, he's okay. I think I need to see him a little bit more in the next season to get more of an opinion of him, but I think he's a pretty good character. Oh, cute.
Got that one, and I've got a slightly bigger one. It's a different chibi model. Man, these are hard to open. Bruh. How do you open?
With your fingers.
Dude, why is it the 2 clamps there, of all places? What the hell?
It's gonna be funny because if nothing happens inside, I have to do absolutely nothing for the rest of the episode.
Well, I mean, that depends how long we spend in there. Like, the section could be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, true.
This is the classic
And
opening
by
the
5
door
minutes,
in
I
D&D,
mean-
right? You don't know
Yeah.
what's behind it, so you take 10,000 years to try to plan. Oh, there we go. So this one, he's standing.
Oh, look at them. Cute.
Yeah, these are from gachas that are like limited time, I think, and Japanese stuff. Do you want either of these? Maybe I can try to ship one to you.
Oh, you have to do that. You got other things.
I just don't know. Like they've been closed on my desk for a couple weeks now.
No, fair enough.
And I think one of them Cari got because we've been trying to get Fern and or Freeren because those are the characters that Cari and I like.
Yeah.
And no dice.
Oh, you know what I'm both happy about and very annoyed at? I think we've had this discussion before where like Dan to Dan is like a show that's like, the first season's like, okay, this is really weird. The second season, I'm like, I could recommend this because there's like no weird shit.
Did you get to the end of the season and something weird happened?
No. Like, there's weirdness throughout the show, but it's more of the comedic, like, this is actually funny, goofy, weird fucking visual weird. Like, there's some fucking shots that I'm like, this is the strangest shit I've ever seen. Because I'm watching, you know, historical fucking opera singers turn into giant statues and just sing and spew out people.
Weird.
Like,
okay.
that level of weird.
Yeah.
But like none of the other like, hey, I'm watching these kids lose all their clothes. Like, there's a like the only person who does come that a little bit is Gigi, but like that also gets tapered off to the point that every time he like transforms, like he's fine. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, why couldn't this be the first season? Because this is like on point. I could actually recommend this, and I'm so annoyed that I have to think about the fact of, oh yeah, the first season. Oh yeah, no, let's not do that.
Sure.
Yeah, Rob and Cari tried the first episode and immediately cut off.
No, yeah, and it's so annoying too, because like if you just cut those bits out, you have an amazing opening. And especially with the second season too, I'm like, that's it. I'm like, this is so good. This is funny. None of it's weird, except out of the way again of like odd, strange like visuals. And I'm like, this good. I could have recommended this,
Right.
but I can't because I have to think about the fact that the first season's fucking weird and not in the fun way.
Right.
Oh, I also saw that My Hero Academia got its final season.
Thank
Its
God.
first episode.
I'm so ready for it to be done. It's just too much.
I know.
It feels so much like freaking Attack on Titan, where like, come on, you end it already.
Right. Yeah.
I will say that I will say at least with My Hero Academia, as long as it's gone on for a while, you probably cut certain bits out. It's not like there's still a really good build up to this point. Like you can actually sit there and go, this feels final. This doesn't feel like, oh, this is the final before the final. Nah. This is like, no, this feels like the ending.
The final before the final.
Yes.
This is not even my final form.
Yeah, it didn't get the whatever treatment from Attack on Titan.
So like at least that's good. Even if it's been on for a bit too long, it's still like, okay, cool. This feels like it will actually end.
Cari says your bird sounds happy.
I haven't heard him at all.
Mm-hmm. Nice one, Cari. For fuck's sake, bro.
Oh, Harry, are you into Minecraft? We have a server going.
I am, but I'm not sure if... Are you guys playing with like mods or anything, or are you just playing like vanilla?
Mostly vanilla. This is bedrock version.
Okay. I'm not sure. Minecraft is one of those things that like I only get in for like a little while every now and then I drop it.
Yeah,
Kind of hard
everybody
for me
does.
to like, yeah.
You just do
But,
the
like,
new
especially when it
things and done. You're done.
Yeah. But especially with like, I have the same thing with survival games in general. Very few survival games will actually grab me and hold me. The only like survival game that I've played that has actually kept my attention the most is Project Zomboid. Like I played the absolute fuck out of that. But most others, I just like I sit there and have fun, and then like I just taper off and be like, I'm bored now.
Have you tried Daisy?
I did try Daisy. I did enjoy it, kind of, but I was with the wrong people to play that game with. I also feel like that game's a bit too jank, but I did enjoy that a little bit. There's a little bit more, like that, like roundedness that I like.
The random interactions with people were the most fun moments on Daisy.
Yeah. I never played Daisy in its heyday or anything though, so I don't have any of those.
Gosh, I got another Hundo Metagross from yesterday.
I didn't even do it because I was playing.
That's right. I mean, the megas are kind of meh, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I just need two at some point in the week and I'm good.
Yeah. I did it because
Shining
like our area has always popping off with raids, so it's just like such an easy sit down for a couple hours and get free raids and XL candy possibilities. But I have 4 hundos now. It was so dumb that they didn't give it Meteor Mash.
Yeah.
Actually disappointed. Cari, what are you playing lately?
What am I playing lately? I'm actually getting back into The Binding of Isaac. I've been playing that a fair lot.
Interesting.
I picked up this... Oh, you never heard Binding of Isaac?
No.
It is a roguelike where you play a small abused child running through his imagination with monsters and creatures. But it's really fun because
It's the origin of the
Heard
Bible
of
thump
that.
emote.
I don't know what the Bible thump emote, but probably yes.
I don't know this, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Check stream.
I just never know the names of things.
Yeah, but I've been playing
Yeah,
that.
check the stream. That's
Again,
the
I
emote
also-
from before. They actually removed it from Twitch,
Oh.
and
Okay.
it was on there for a really long time though.
Why did they remove it?
That's a
I
Google
know it
question.
was gone.
That's a Google question for you, Jodie. I don't know.
It's similar to Pepe.
No, Pepe was never an emote. From Twitch, it was always 7 TV or Franker Faces or whatever. There's like a lot of like add-ons that Twitch streamers have, where if you get a Twitch add-on or a stream add-on for your Chrome, you can see the icons, or you can enable it in your OBS, so you can see it. But that's where Pepe the Frog is from. Like they have all those emotes in there from Franker Faces and 7 TV and other stuff. It lets people that are basically non-Twitch partners have a crap ton of emotes that are just like publicly available. And then you can also add your own there without having to worry about Twitch charging. What's the important thing for Sunday? What was today's stuff?
What, for me?
No, this is for Mesh. Mesh, what was the
Yeah.
Pokemon thing today that Goldy needs to go do, or does it have to do with family?
Oh, we're just doing trades, Sunday trades.
Okay. So why did he leave again? I missed the reason.
Oh, he's gone for, I think, brother's food or something.
Ah, I see. Well, I hear keys. There he is.
Hello.
Back.
Ooh, that was longer than I wanted to be. Sorry.
All good? It was not that long.
Okay. I'll snoop downstairs just to say hello, but that's all. You're running a little late.
Alrighty. Then. To set the mood, as you guys approach, something weird is in the air. Having a lot of nerves and vested interest in your investigations, this has led to a point. The first time all 4 of you are going to be in the same place at the same time, outside of their meetings. Undercover. While everyone else seems to be passing by, both in military and in civilian duty, everyone is moving with purpose, aimlessly or not, towards some place, doing some actions, completely oblivious to what seems to be going on. For our clerics of the group, Caidi and Dante, always intensely aware of what people have going on in their minds, and that every single person that you pass always has their own story to be told. Something feels different about this. Something going on without their awareness that seems to be making things a bit more nerve-wracking, even for the general populace. There seems to be a bit more stirring, people rushing that are civilians back home a bit earlier than normal. In addition, the general raucous and kind of Righteous Brand, Crown's Guard normal interactions you have had has now been colored by this scandal that's been unfolding before your eyes. And as you meet with these 2 people with smiles on their faces that they see you, you can't help but feel different as you're about to take in this last kind of meeting planned that you decided to go under. And with that, on the nice dusk light hitting the sign of the inn, sorry, excuse me, and this would be the Scalebound Inn, near the Crown's Guard section. you begin to be escorted by your group. But Caidi, this is mostly for you, as Tila says, well, if you excuse me, Captain, I have a meeting with this private here. We have some more investigations to be going through. She's like, all right, well, then don't let me keep you. Thanks for the information. I also have a meeting tonight with one of these two. I'll handle it. And Caidi ends up shuffling off a little early with Tila as Dante and Layla meet with the Last Aegis captain, Nyla Varen. With a hand on her hip, the tiefling lady with a scarred neck, commanding authority, nervously puts her hand on a side pouch that is clearly holding a book. Dante, I thought this was just us two.
Yeah, apparently. Hang on. What did you call me?
Sorry. What was your alias? That's my fault.
Ruka.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's that?
Ruka.
Wait.
Vruka, and then Layla. I'm sorry, Caidi, what was your alias again?
My alias is Evelyn.
Evelyn, that's right. Vruka, this is not what I agreed to. Who's this?
This.
You know who I am. I talked to you.
Wait a second. Are you the?
Yes, I talked to you. I told you all about my experience living in a menagerie ghost.
Right.
How could you forget?
Yeah,
I told you I made him my friend.
You're the one that tripped up that other guard. What was her name?
I didn't trip anybody.
Y'all, you made that big escapade over in
I did trip
the mess
over,
hall 2
yes.
days ago.
That is true.
Yeah. I know you. Okay. What are you doing
we
here?
were, she said that she that she wanted to speak, or was I misunderstood? I don't know. We've been bonding about the cost, and then we're like, oh hey, we both know you.
She
I was like,
remember I talked to her last game and told her stuff about the. Do you remember?
No.
Oh, okay.
no.
Layla was telling, she met with her, and started telling her about the Menagerie Coast, and she wrote down notes, for her spy novel.
I know that she did that, but I don't remember you guys planning to meet up.
But she didn't, but she did extend an invitation to me to join the Last Aegis. And when I was talking to her, I mentioned that I had made friends with Dante. So,
So this
Right,
still stands
okay.
as to why you're here
Okay.
and why are you coming in.
he told me that this was an opportunity to join the Last Aegis. And since you invited me as well, I decided, hey, why not?
So have you changed your mind?
Did I tell you I was going to?
Well, you're obviously changing from one thing to the next.
It was same as him.
Well, I only have paperwork for one. If you're okay with maybe like,
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry.
all right. Yeah, if you wanted to sign up, you should have let me know ahead of time. This stuff takes time.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I'm already buried
you
in a
needed
mountain
it
of
for
paperwork
both,
as a
but
captain. I can't just be going around with.
I'll watch the process so that I know what to do next time.
All right,
Or not.
let's go inside. As you go
That's like a
inside,
fucking
Shifa
word right there.
and
Like
Jesliann, you are relieving these two guards, which they look knackered. Like they're absolutely exhausted. They've been on patrol duty since PT in the morning, and they're like looking for a nap and a snack. Like they don't even give you their name. It's like, are you guys the replacements? And you know, you just exchange very simple pleasantries, and they say, okay, well,
I
just
pat mine on the head.
sign in on the
Go to
sheet
sleep.
inside and make sure that you have reported to Captain Albrecht that you're here, and then you can go on patrol.
Okay.
Captain Morn, he's in his back room.
Yep.
So you guys end up heading in first, then Caidi follows after, and Dante and Layla are the last two to enter the inn. As each of you set-wise walk into the inn, I'm going to describe the inn once instead of multiple times. So when you get into the inn, it looks like a very, very nice hunting lodge on the inside, almost like a bed and breakfast that's been converted into some sort of inn for the Crown's Guard. The Scalebound Inn has a very cool kind of mat, like placemats across a very long bar, and on all of the tables in the room, even the booths that are there as well. It's quite filled. The only thing that seems to be missing is a bard on the stage. There does not seem to be any performances going on in here right now. And the stage is also relatively small, probably only like a 2-person act could probably stay up there. There's also a large hearth with a wormling dragon head of each of the colors of the chromatics on the mantle. Clearly all fake, not actually real, and somewhat of a bad taxidermy job to a certain extent, if you will, of each of the wormlings' heads. And as you know, wormlings are a little bit more big than a maybe human's head, to give you some proportion. And it just says the Scalebound Inn in the inside as well, and the logo does seem to be a grinning green wormling face with a claw full of a hand of cards that have like a round scale looking thing on each of the backs of the cards. The bar does not really seem to have much accommodations, but all of the placemats, sorry, getting back to the placemats, all of the placemats seem to be made out of some kind of like faux dragon hide. Kind of cool. Each of them are different colors. Each of the tables have one color, so it's like blue on this table, green on this table. Your guess is this is probably to help the servers more than anything, to know this is the blue table or the blue mat or whatever. And then there's also like other monikers in there. Now, going down to the people that you may recognize in here, there's also there's also about let's just say a fan of back rooms, almost looking like an inn, but look to be converted offices, with all of the doors shut and locked, with the exception of the very first one, which is the captain's office, very clearly labeled. The other ones don't seem to be having much nameplates. They just say meeting room 1, 2, 3, etc. like that. And there is a second level here that your guess is only to be rooms for lodging. You're unaware of if there is a lower basement. You're not sure. There doesn't seem to be any clear marked things from the entrance that you can view. And there does seem to be a magically enhanced, very long fan that's like a ceiling fan that seems to be prestidigitated to be permanently cycling the hot air that's in here. And each of the blades is made out of what looks to be a fake dragon's bone, something like this. Okay. Like a rib that's like angular, if you will. There's a dwarf, doesn't seem to even have a nameplate, that's just behind two dwarves that are back behind the bar that are serving drinks. No nameplates, like I said, you just have to ask. And you would also see a couple of sites, so let's start a couple of these. All right, first is that you see let's see here, you see Specialist Klein Reyes and Tech Runner Knox are in here. Both of them seem to be at the same table waiting for someone. Dante, you would notice that the table that they are waiting at currently has 3 empty chairs, and does seem to be the people that are looking at the Captain Nyla when you enter. They are in the back corner, directly opposite to the door and the bar, as well as the furthest point from Captain's Morn's office. There is a very beat up bookie here, who is just kind of like passed out on one of the tables at the bar, one of the bar stations, with a black eye. You will also see Tila is looking around when you enter, Caidi, to find a place and a person to talk with. You notice that there is a kind of grizzled veteran individual that looks to be off duty as like a pretty standard guard figure, very burly human, just kind of like sitting at the bar sipping nursing a drink. You also see investigator Hintrell, who is the guy that kind of walks around with a cane that looks to be blind. He seems to be sitting in the corner sipping some tea near the hearth, and not really doing much else besides like he has what looks to be a braille book in front of him. And you will see Constable Grell Dobbins at a singular like 4-person booth, who is he seems to be doing some paperwork in front of him with a meal fully served. So he's like in the middle of doing something, but he seems to be in and of himself, by himself there. And occasionally you'll see the waitresses come up to him as well. There's a couple other dwarven waitresses that come by. Let's see. There is one other site here. Oh, yes. You will also notice that Vika is here. Although, Jesliann, you would be the only one that really recognizes who she is.
Am I not outside the building?
You have to go in to check in with the captain that you're here. Basically to report for your duty. But Vika is inside, and she is ordering a drink at the bar and talking with someone that you don't know, but is talking with someone there. And who she's talking to, while most of the rest of you don't know who Vika is talking with Captain Rolder Bren. Dante would recognize as a Last Aegis member. And she seems to be having, you can notice this as well, Dante, but you notice that they are having some form of heated discussion. And she seems to be much more upset than he is, but he also seems to be furrowing his brow and nodding along with this conversation. But most of the discussions in here are quite quiet and very different than your other approach. There's also numerous other people in here doing different things, such as eating, going to inns to sleep, or going to meeting rooms and closing doors. It is a relatively busy place, but the biggest difference between this and the mess hall and the other places you've been to is that it is very quiet in here. Most of the discussions going on are very, even heated ones, are relatively hard to hear. So who would like to go first?
Just a quick question. Whose office did you name call that those two people were furthest from again?
That is the Captain Albrecht Morn, who is the Crown's Guard captain.
Okay.
I think since me and Jesliann are going in to check in, we go first.
Okay. This door is slightly ajar.
Well, I go in. Captain, we're here to check in.
Yeah, you see in his office, he's got like his typical cane is there. He also has, he has an easel that's turned around to the door that faces the kind of curtained window behind his desk. It's a relatively large office with some nice sofas for coming in. There's also a check-in sheet near the door that you'll notice next to a bookshelf. And there is 3 other paintings in the room that are all of relatively good portraits, but all of the portraits are birds. One of them is a falcon, very keen in the kind of northern part of the empire. Another one is what you would only guess is probably a river crane. And another one is just kind of a simple sparrow in the region that seems to be eating something. And he greets you and says, welcome. You must be, he like flips a clipboard open. He's like reaching and fumbling for his glasses, and I'm guessing you just say your names while he's trying to figure out who the heck you are.
Naren.
Yeah. Are we both there?
Right, yeah. No, you said Naren?
Naren, yep.
All
Naren
right.
Highbearer.
Ah, yes, here you are. And okay, and he like just checks off the list. And then you are, sorry, I'm not very good with the new recruits.
I'm Anna Tottletrick.
Oh, what a great name. Is that a halfling last name?
Well, it's the gnome. What's your name? No, wait. Yeah. No, is it gnome?
Yeah, it would be gnome.
Yeah, gnome.
Gnomish.
My husband, you see.
Well, that's lovely. Are you on? You're on the scout, the patrol for the evening, correct? Around the inn.
Yeah, we're both on purple.
That's right.
All right. Here's a couple things you need to know. And he just gives you like very simple orders. Like, make sure you do a loop, check in with each other every 20 minutes. Minimum. You can do the loop faster and take a check-in every 10 if you're suspecting something. Otherwise, you're free to roam. You can come in as long as you've done a loop. You can come into the inn and grab a drink. No alcohol. You can grab snacks, but no meals. And you get a small bonus at the end of your shift if you don't eat, because normally it would be for the meals. So if you don't need to eat and you're not hungry, then you can get the bonus pay. That's it.
Got it.
It's not much. It's like a couple silver.
Got it.
And your guess is that
Really?
most troops just take the food anyways, because it's from a nicer place than the mess hall.
Oh, try tweet.
Rightio.
But
Right,
yeah,
yep.
you guys are basically able to take your patrol in any loops that you like. You just got to cover these locations and check them. That's all.
As I'm heading out, I remember you mentioned that the Inspector Hintrell had tattoos on his head because he was bald. Was that correct?
No, there's a different person that has tattoos on their head. That would be... Sergeant Zelamar from the
Okay.
Righteous Brand.
So,
Human woman, bald with tattoos. She
okay,
likes
so
the
Hintrell is
cheese.
not the one.
That's the cheese lady.
Okay, that's the cheese lady.
Now,
Then-
Shifa and Jesliann, as you come into the office and leave, I would like both of you to give me a perception check, please. Or investigation, your
Yeah.
choice.
t- 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 10
Perception or investigation, Mesh?
24.
perception.
34?
No, 24. I got a crit.
You got a crit.
24.
Okay.
Investigation.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, well, first of all, you get the 5 passing thing, which is that all of the paintings in this office are portraited by the captain. He has his signature on the bottom corner of all of them.
I'll be back.
Like he painted them.
He painted every one of those paintings, portraits, and they are really good. First of all,
What's the captain's name again?
What's that?
What's the captain's name again, sorry?
The captain's name is Albrecht Morn. M-O-R-N. Captain Morn is all you need. I will give you something that you would recall hearing rather than finding in the moment. You know that Captain Albrecht Morn absolutely despises the Righteous Brand. And as you entered and exited, you have not seen a single Righteous Brand member outside of Last Aegis only. enter this premises.
Wait. Aren't we what? Hang on.
No,
Minus us two.
you're Crown's Guard.
The only people that are allowed in here that are Righteous Brand are people that are basically going to become Last Aegis. Okay, the only member that you remember seeing in here that is Righteous Brand. Let's see if they're in this list here. I don't believe I said there's any Righteous Brand members in here, but you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
I checked. Nope, none of them are righteous.
Okay, that was intentional. That's your kind of 10 passing, Shifa. Now, investigation, Jesliann, the paperwork on his desk does include part of the things that you were talking about, which is the check-ins and the ledgers and people missing. You also have a note on his desk that seems to be meeting details, like a letter that says, meet me at the Smelter District Warehouse 3B. And then it is got a single kind of dash at the bottom with an upside down signature, which is really hard to be read. But because you got a crit and it's over 20, I will tell you what the signature seems to be.
What was the warehouse number?
The Smelter District Warehouse 3B.
3B.
Pretty sure that was the one that we got from Telver as well.
And I will say the sign it says is oh, sorry. I almost gave you the wrong person. H.T.
H.T.
It is signed H.T.
But the warehouse has got 8. Oh, sorry. The warehouse is 3B. The H.T. is what?
Is the signature.
It was
the person who signed the document to meet.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
And then you exit the premises. Begin your stuff. Now, you guys can take routes together or separate. You can discuss what you found outside, but this is where our discussion ends, and the next group can start. So Caidi's obviously not here, so it defaults to the other two Aegis people.
Yes.
So you are led by Layla to go sit down next to Nox and Reyes, the mage and the courier and the mage respectively. And the courier has some papers with him that obviously you know that Layla doesn't seem to be holding. And he has a quill ready to go. And Nox is again an Aormaton built scribe. You also see Specialist Klein Reyes is a mage and is just a simple looking human with very light brown short hair. And she gestures you to sit down and orders some. She's like, just the daily special or whatever the day is, and orders you guys some dinner. Nothing too fancy. Ends up like that. You check the menu. It's called I'll just say it's stupid because this is American and I like it. It's literally just says dragon tenders and fingers, or sorry, dragon dragon tenders and
worm fingers,
worm wedges. It's not really kill
worm wedges
and then eat them. Do they eat dragons in this?
That's not what they
Well,
are.
so
It's just because it's the dragon scale in.
So she basically ordered you
Yeah.
guys a kids menu
Oh,
essentially, which
same,
is
they
like
call-
chicken tenders
Yeah.
and potato wedges.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Now don't worry, this is just an appetizer. It looks like, so we can order something later. This is just to get us started, so I don't have to think.
Layla pokes it.
It's not here yet, but she just put it in the order.
Oh, okay.
So, remind me, why are we doing this again? Just so that I have it on record with some witnesses? Would be wonderful. She smiles.
I'm here to join the Lost Ages.
Okay, Layla, I can document half of this and then do the paperwork later if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not Layla.
Then I'm
What's your
here
name again?
too for the same. My name is not Layla. My name is Rose.
Rose, one more time, Dante. I'm sorry. I know I was giving you guys a hard time about these.
I am
Ruka?
here to join the Lost. Ruka.
The aliases.
Ruka.
Ruka. Okay.
Ruka.
I'm just gonna write it here.
Ruka da Duka.
That's why I chose one
Okay, that
easy
was
to
backup,
remember.
sorry.
You say.
Caidi, what was your alias again?
You muted.
Muted.
She's not here.
Sorry, Evelyn Summers. Apologies for running around. There's a bit of an emergency.
Sheepa, what was yours?
Rin Hidebearer.
And Jesliann, what was yours?
Anna Tussle Trick.
Okay, I have at least a little bit of a sidebar on my notebook so that I don't forget for the session. Sorry. We had such irregular sessions and I'm going to remember a bazillion names in my notes already that I'm doing quite
Yeah, I
well with,
was
I must
gonna
say.
say.
So, forgetting your guys' names is like, whatever.
Yeah.
Technically, you're forgetting it. You're forgetting the aliases.
Yeah. Okay. So, Layla, would you like to continue the interview the same way as Dante, and then I'll just do the paperwork when we actually have it later?
That sounds great to me.
Reyes, do you just have just a spare scrap of paper you can just transpose? And he's like, yes, of course. And he basically just like whispers some words, and kind of his quill from his bag comes out, and he takes a page out, rips it from his spell book, and it begins to take notes from the thing as it's transcribing, and then he folds his arms as it does it by itself. Oh, man, there's such perks when you have a transmutation expert at your table.
Oh shit, Rob. I just realized I'm righteous brand and I'm in here.
Your righteous brand? I thought you said you were
Oh.
Crown's Guard.
No,
Yeah, no.
Caidi
Righteous
and
brand.
Jess are grown. I'm righteous.
Oh, well, that changes a couple of things. When
You
you were
belong
in the
here.
office, that would have been your key tell. He like has his brow furrowed and says, interesting that they had a righteous brand last second transfer on this. I will be checking my files later. Please get out of my office.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, getting back to Dante and Nyla, Captain Vren, excuse me. So why do you want to join the last stage, just so we have it on record, Miss Rose and Ruka?
You go first.
I can't remember what the last stages do again. Honestly, for me it came down to
Special security
the
unit
few
guarding the
individu-
sensitive imperial infrastructure of the city.
honestly for me it came down to the individuals that I've spoke to. I feel like there's a lot like I could learn in this specific the sect.
For me, it's about the same. I am friends with Ruka here. I am friends with you, and I respect you know, those that I have met in the ages. I enjoy. They seem very focused on what they are doing, and they're not in it for themselves. So I thought, why not?
Very well. Is there any suspicious things you've noticed over the last 24 hours?
Anything in particular, or with a specific?
Specifically with the Righteous Brand.
Righteous.
We received an anonymous tip,
part...
and it does have a part of this, because we have to make sure that anyone that is coming from the Righteous Brand to the Last Ages doesn't have any innate loyalty. So if you are joining as a result of seeing something suspicious, we want to know about it.
No.
I'm just gonna make a note of that. Can I make an insight check?
You most definitely can do that.
By the
16
way,
on the die, plus 4 for a dirty 20.
Layla, what did you say?
Well, I was saying she said no, but she was responding specifically to the question, are you joining because you saw something suspicious?
That's right. Okay. 1 second. You said you got a over. What was your 20s exactly?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, I'm gonna roll against you. Okay, that's an 8. It's not the composure or the suspicion coming from Nyla that gives it away as much as it is a little bit of an eyebrow raise from Reyes. Who does seem to be like, oh, we're doing that with fresh recruits now, are we? It's kind of a surprise. And of course, Nox is completely immutable with his reactions as in a Yormaton.
Yeah.
Completely impossible to read.
Squinted him for a second, it's just this unchanging face.
I will tell you that Nyla will ask that you keep your voices down when asking things further from this point. But we are in this section for a reason. If I could be completely transparent with you, I would need you to convince me as to giving you a better reason. Or sorry, you didn't say anything about this. This is just your observation. I will say that even though this is an insight check, it's really, really hard to discern what exactly it is that you want to come from this. More in the sense that like the other person is a bit surprised that this is coming up in conversation so early. And maybe you do notice that Nyla is being really forward about this. Could indicate that she trusts at least you quite a bit. Maybe not so much Rose, but she doesn't really seem to be making much eye contact with Rose during this discussion because she doesn't have official paperwork ready for her, maybe is the implication there. But again, insight checks can't tell you everything. So that's what you'll have to go with from here.
That's a lot. That's good.
But yeah, she seems to be very composed, not very negative or positive, just very serious.
And just remember, the question was, have I noticed anything
suspicious within the last 24 hours?
Within the last 24 hours. What have I actually witnessed? I overheard, I'm not saying this to her, I'm more thinking for myself. I overheard the dude who was searching for information. I can't remember what specific part that he was talking about. Did I hear about the people who got up and left, or was that a conversation I had after the fact? I can't remember. I'm not going to mention it in full. I want these guys to trust me, because either these, like,
Also, Rose can say anything as well, even though this is not directed specifically at you. This would be by proxy. You would also have to answer.
I did hear that the captain of the Regis brand drinks late at night, but then I talked to someone else and they said no, that's not possible. So I don't think. I think that's just a lie someone told.
Really? Oh man, these
true?
rumors are getting wild. No, that is impossible, I would say.
Okay, good to know.
I'd have to say that Drevik is probably the most efficient human being on the Righteous brand, even though most of the Crown's Guard around here don't like him.
That's good.
He's
I mean, not good that they don't like him.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't drink, so that's kind of an interesting one.
As a dwarf?
Yeah.
I didn't know dwarves didn't. There was a dwarf that could exist.
You didn't know they didn't drink.
Turns out the military does that to some people. Who knows? Maybe he's a drug addict instead. I don't know.
Well,
She says very lightheartedly.
I did hear that.
But she's clearly not taking this like Dante right on that inside check. There's no way that she's buying that story from Layla.
Right.
Yeah.
She was like, I did hear that he's in some debt. So.
Debt?
He's in some debt?
Some debt?
Debt, not debt.
Say that again? The debt to who?
Debt to the Jagantoth? You said to be quiet, so I'm trying to be quiet.
She kind of gets a bit serious and kind of exchanges looks with Nox. Can you verify that? He seems to be computing something in his head.
If you know my source, it's the ladies in the medical tent.
Jag and Toth. Toth and Jag and... Jag and Toth and...
Toth and Jag.
It does seem to like he's kind of like computer like in that he's a bit rebooting certain things. And you can definitely tell Nox is not even nearly as advanced as Shifa at all, like or far along in memory, but does seem to be repeating things and calculating just a bit stranger.
I'm only telling you this because I like you. I don't want it to be gossip because I actually think he's a good, you know. You asked if there was anything suspicious.
No. He's stubborn and clean, but this smells like framing. We're gonna be writing this down.
That is not good. Good to know.
So, good information, but probably not accurate, and that is meaning that someone has it out for the captain. Now, while we do not want to assist the Righteous Brand per se here, some information might be helpful to everyone involved, so we'll be careful with where this goes from this point. Is that right, Miss Rose?
Yes.
Dante? Sorry.
Huh?
Ruka?
You tell me not to tell her.
Apologies.
Hi.
All right.
To answer your question from my end, I haven't necessarily seen anything weird or suspicious outside of the few comments that I walk over with that the surveillance watcher fellow.
Surveillance watcher fellow. Is he Crown's
I think he was
Guard,
talking
Righteous
to
Brand,
you at
Aegis?
some point. I think it was Righteous Brand. I think I don't know. He was the guy that was talking to a few people, like trying to toss up like records and having weird people like disappear. Like one of the guys like investigating this. I can't remember what part it was of though.
One second, I have that here somewhere. I don't believe it's Righteous Brand though. This would have been at the training yard, right?
Yeah.
This is the last Aegis member, Captain Rilder Bren, who he's the guy talking with Vika at the moment at the bar.
Oh, so that's Bren.
That's Bren.
Okay, cool. Yeah, right. No, outside of the few kind of odd things that I've heard from.
Also, Nyla would have been there for that. She would have been there.
Yeah, so I'm putting that down. I'm like the conversation that I happened to stumble past with you and Bren. And
Understood.
I wonder if I mentioned the thing that I can't remember who mentioned it. It was either Ekril or it was Moss who mentioned the weird robot thing. I think I mentioned him passing. Otherwise, the only other thing that I've heard that was strange was it actually came from a few other Last Aegis, Moss and Ekril, about a weird robot thing that was found in what was it? The inspection line or something. But they, in terms of the Righteous Brand, nothing outside of what I've heard by accident.
Sorry, is this Analyst Moss you're talking about?
I can't remember who said it, but it was a off comment that two of them, one or two of them made when I was playing cards with them the other day.
Analyst Ekril Moss and Clint Reyes, who is sitting on the table with you.
Reyes was there, but I don't think he was there for that part. No, he was. I don't know. I don't remember if he was.
He's the one
Reyes
who
will
the
raise his
ones.
hand at the table and say, yes, you're talking about the possibility of Aormaton shipments.
Yes, if that's what you were mentioning. I remember the off comment, but he didn't let me.
I mentioned, yes,
that
that we were investigating about them, but did not make any confirmations. It seems that there's some tension now between Nyla and him, that he seems to have said something he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Again, I'm riding on this insight check for a little while here.
Yeah. But otherwise, no. I do not know anything. I'm not coming up with any weird reasons.
Have you any family in the area that would tie you to Nagvara?
No.
Layla, I know you already told me, I know Rose already told me, but could you just restate it for the record?
If I don't have, I don't have family.
Right, thank you. And where are you originally from? If that's different than your paperwork, I need to know.
Menagerie Coast.
All right. Accents make sense. All right. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Missing. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, you're just kind of welcome to ask us any questions about the Last Aegis nowadays. We're basically the force that's going to be taking care of the city, especially. We are technically Righteous Brand, but we're in the better graces of the Crown's Guard than they are, because we're local. We report directly to all of your orders will run through me. We're the special security detail that basically we will guard more of the Imperial infrastructure, and if there's any disputes between Righteous Brand and Crown's Guard, we are the ones that have to break those up as well. So we're a bit trying to stay neutral if possible. You will no longer need to be dealing with any kind of civilian or internal matters within the Crown's Guard, only external disputes. Anything to do with the Righteous Brand is hereby forfeit, at least for Vruka, until your paperwork is finalized, Miss Rose. And anything to do with the dynasty's impact in the Empire will be on call only. You will not be stationed at any borders. You will not be going outside of the city unless needed. And that is very rare. So before you sign paperwork, Miss Rose, and before you sign the documents, Ruka, you have to understand that you will be in this city indefinitely should you sign these papers.
Understood.
The only thing is there are occasional trips that need to be made towards Shady Creek for business. Are you okay with this?
Yes.
I guess I didn't realize I'd have to stay in one location. Would I be in trouble if I said no?
No, you just would not be able to fulfill the details of your contract.
Well, can I have time to think about it?
Yeah, you're not signing anything right now.
Okay, I'll do that.
Sure. And of course, if you change your mind, you can always sign later. But this is a security detail. We are handling very sensitive Imperial things, so we got to make sure you're on board.
Understood.
It's nothing personal, just business.
You said I could ask questions, yes?
Of course.
Just really quickly, I'm getting really, really lightheaded, so I think I'm just gonna listen in right now and not participate as much.
Yeah, good. This might be putting the cart before the horse, but now I'm intrigued. Is there things going on with the righteous brand to cause this investigation of them? I mean, I noticed in here alone, there's like myself, Rolls, and you said there was one other guy in here, right?
I walked by.
Other than Shifa.
Hello.
There's basically just Nox and Reyes here, and Nyla. These are the only people that are last ages here, and Brand.
No, who are righteous? Who are righteous brand in the inn? Because
Shifa's
am I getting confused?
Shifa's the only one that has entered and exited promptly.
Oh right, okay. My bad. I thought there was one other person who was.
You walked by a few times.
Yeah. And then I saw that one large Goliath fellow. But it turns around. I kind of feel like a bit of an exotic animal in here.
Yes, that is by intention. The captain really doesn't like Rich's brand.
Right.
What? Is it okay to ask why?
Please make a persuasion check. I will allow you to roll separately or individually with advantage. Because you did leave a good impression, and Layla's with you.
I rolled really.
What do you reckon, Layla? Separately, or do you want advantage?
I'd like advantage because I rolled low.
Go, take it.
Okay. That's better. Perception.
Persuasion.
No.
Persuasion. 15. Sorry. 13. Not very persuasive, huh?
I'm allowing the asking of the questions, but I can't necessarily give you all of the answers you're looking for because of the nature of not having the document signed.
Okay.
However, I will give you something because we're a bit short-handed at the moment. So, how do I put this in an easy-to-digest way? Ever since the war started, this Crown's Guard presence has felt a little put out of its own tasks. While we're short-handed ourselves, that's only because there's so many disputes between the two parties, and because we're normally the only righteous brand here would be us. Now that we're kind of a last bastion of hope, and because the Empire really wants to protect their main cities, they've stationed a bunch of us here to be able to react to either sides of the war and to deal with any kind of untoward things coming from Shady Creek. Now that said, Righteous Brand, this means that the jurisdiction is not only split, but the paperwork and the information being shared. So, you know, anything to do with Righteous Brand seems like it's got a direct line to the royalty, as it were, despite the Crown's Guard answering directly to the Starosta here. So you can imagine Captain Morn feels a bit shafted and is just a little bitter. Nothing more.
Understandable.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure.
No, that's not as good. But that is a 12.
I was looking for a 16. Yeah. She looks to be pretty forward with all the information she's presenting. No tells from her, 2 details as well.
Oh, okay. Good enough. That makes sense. But what pulls in the investigation?
Say that again?
What pulls in the investigation? Because I understand, feeling shafted and feeling sort of knocked around, more paperwork, more bullshit. But
you'd be surprised at how many details you can get from just asking a couple of questions before people sign some papers. Sometimes we're just looking for information that's going on. Sometimes we just need to know what's going around the city. Sometimes we need to see if we can trust people. If they're willing to give information, when I've got some leverage on the other side of the table, because they want paperwork to be signed and they want to join with me, I can learn some new things that maybe I didn't know before. And it is a good test of character when people are willing to be honest.
I see. Fair enough. I can respect that.
Furthermore, if there's any distrust that you have with your previous leadership and you're joining as a result of that, there's probably not going to be much help that you can provide us, because that's just going to carry over with distrust in our leadership as well.
I see.
She smiles. So you passed. There's some weird stuff that's going on, but you don't know much about it, so here you are.
Yeah, no, I just whispers of the vine.
It's pretty normal as long as you stay professional about things and move things forward and don't ask, who's what's to the wrong people, then you can't get yourself in too much shit.
If I may ask, you said part of our detail would be making trips to Shady Creek.
Possible detail, yeah. That's only to
detail.
give you a little bit more transparency in the nature of that you wouldn't necessarily always be landlocked to this city.
Right.
Of course, there's going to be certain stations where you might have to go to Shady Creek, but that's just because there's been some weird stuff going on, apparently, with them. So we're sometimes asked to investigate it for one party or the other. To help out the Crown's Guard or the Righteous Brand, whomever. This is just the place that we go because it's away from Righteous Brandiers, so we can ask questions about them here. Now later, it might be a good idea for us to find a bit more neutral ground over the Crown's Guard's place, so we can ask you, at the Righteous Brand locations, to see if we can ask you questions about the Crown's Guard. It will go both ways, and then once you sign the documents tonight, we'll do those questions later, and then that'll be it. You'll be on. So even though you sign the papers, they're still not binding until we have the discussion in a different area about the Crown's Guard.
No, that's fit.
Is that all right with you, Miss Rose? We'll have you sign the papers at the Crown's Guard discussion area instead.
Excellent.
Okay, sounds great. She smiles. If you wouldn't mind, a couple other questions unrelated to this. Is that all right?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Your food arrives, and you begin chowing down. She starts talking through some of the food. We've got a couple people disappearing from certain duties. Have you heard about that? Mostly Crown's Guard, it seems.
Well, there's something because technically I have information. I don't know whether or not I can share it without being.
Can you go clicking all your source? Secret source.
We literally just found out today about some people disappearing and just wanted to know if you knew about it. That's all. If you had any other details, it'd be helpful. Especially paperwork wise. Yeah, our paperwork stuff is kind of fucked at the moment.
It's really funny because I'm like, there's so much that I know, but there's so little to share.
Wait, what?
Can't say that I have. Trying to think. More whispers where I've heard similar things where like certain people haven't shown up or like kind of just weirdly packed up, but nothing more than the odd gossip among people.
All right. I'm not really sure what to make of this. Whether you know something or don't is still a bit of an enigma as to why the other events seem to be taking place. This is so frustrating.
Oh.
Why'd you say that slightly Valley Girl at the end?
Yeah. Well, there was also a little bit of a weird thing. The reason that the stuff with Shady Creek came up is that there was something going on in Southside where there was some boxes broken up and something happened that we're slowly getting some information from Crown's Guard about to go take a look into. And it seems to have a mixture of Aormaton possible things, or maybe like just simple mechanical stuff that I've got reports from these two, as well as mythical or seemingly rare monstrous abominations or creatures that came out of one of them. There's mixed reports, and I'm not sure what's fantasy and what's reality. So we're just trying to see what's going on. And
So funny.
we might need some fresh eyes on this. So if you guys are once we're done with this process, would you mind helping us out with some of the investigations with this?
Of course.
Okay. That's probably going to be our first thing, is for you guys to kind of ask around in the camp. Because you're neutral, you can ask both parties, Of course, Last Aegis is definitely not behind it. Obviously we're the ones investigating it, so you can just rule that out for now. If it doesn't end up being an eternal issue, then, I'll probably have to personally handle it. But for now, I'm just going to treat everyone in our group as a member that I trust inherently. So that's how we're going to go about it for the time being.
So, what happened with this automaton and mythical creatures situation?
Well, a bunch of boxes came in on a shipment. Turns out the cart broke down. Some random bystanders that seem to be mercenaries just kind of try to defend from it. It seems that there was a casualty or two, and a death from the driver. And then there was some suspicious hooded figures that were around, and after the beginning of the investigation, all of the boxes were either destroyed or only a couple of large creatures remained, and the smaller boxes were emptied and removed. There didn't seem to be any trace of some of the creatures that might have been inside some of those unlocked cages, as the doors were unlocked and opened, and none of the hooded figures were seen. Even though Crown's Guard were reported to have been seen on site. By civilians, not by Crown's Guard. So we're trying to see what's going on here. Yeah, that's all we have. It's this happened a couple days ago. We waited for the Crown's Guard to kind of do their own investigation, their own reports, and now it's 2 days, 3 days later, and nothing has come about from this. And so we can only reasonably doubt that Crown's Guard hasn't fully done their job. I've gotten express permission from the captain, Morn, that we are also allowed to conduct our own parallel investigation, and we were advised to not share information as to hopefully uncover things that may be internal from Crown's Guard. They're a little bit more willing to work with a neutral party sometimes. So that's where we're at.
No, fair enough. This shipment, was it military or was it?
I guess this is as good as mine. Private.
Okay, fair enough. that is concerning.
So what I'll say now, kind of go above the table. You guys will eat your dinner. You'll discuss more details about this. You're not going to get anything else, as far as that investigation is concerned.
It's
it'll be
kind of
most
just
of the
retracking the old.
It'll
stuff
just be
of
like you guys
I have
acting
that
like you
answer,
don't
but I
know
can't tell
anything.
you.
It'll be
Yeah.
very interesting, and yeah, I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Caidi, now that you've returned, I will have Evelyn talk with Watchmaster. Now, Caidi, when you sit down, Watchmaster seems to be looking for a space to sit down by yourselves, but the Watchmaster wanted to look around the area of here and start asking around for some different people, and you pass by this man and gnome talking at the bar in a heated manner, and then you also pass by someone who is sitting at the table. Sorry, this would be Captain Rolder Bren, a Last Aegis member. I don't think you know the people at all at the bar. You've only heard names, so you don't know what their descriptions are. But you do happen to hear the name Captain being thrown about when you pass them, because your passive perception. You also know that the name Vika has been thrown around from his side of things towards her, so you can kind of piece together a couple of that, but you don't know which captain she's talking to.
Okay.
When you pass by the person with a bunch of papers on the table, this is of course the sorry
bookie.
Yeah, you would have passed Bookie, who's passed out for sure, with nursing a beer in his hand still that's not quite full. Where is this person I'm trying to get
Grill
to?
Dobbin.
Constable Glass, I believe. Yeah. So
Grill Dobbin.
Great. He's the one who's doing the paperwork with the meal.
oh, sorry, I misspoke. The problem is that constable is actually like a job in the military, and I keep thinking it's a person's name because a friend of mine was named this.
That's okay.
So Constable Grell Dobbins is not at the table. This is Constable Ronald Glass.
Okay.
They're both the same role, but this is a different guy. Sorry. Constable Ronald Glass seems to be doing the paperwork. Goldy, I would like you to make a non-passive. I would like you to make an active perception check here when you pass this person, because when you walk in, the first thing that you hear under the breath of Tila is to keep your eyes peeled and your ears open when you walk in here. And she opens the door.
I roll 7.
7?
I don't-
Okay. Yeah, he's got a bunch of papers and some food.
Fix that.
Okay.
Did I roll?
Okay.
Oh, no.
So just to be clear, it's Constable Grill Dobbins is not present.
Correct.
Okay, let me just.
If you would
let me
like
just
him to be
change that in my
present,
notes.
I'll say that him and Bookie are both passed out at the same table. If that makes you feel better.
No, I just want to do it for my notes so I don't get confused.
It seems that they're playing a game
Jodie's-
of cards that they both passed out in the middle of, and they're betting buttons because they're both poor.
Rob, Jodie's tagging you in chat in
Pasta.
DC.
Is it okay if you're still going? Is it okay if I go? Because I'm like I'm struggling right now.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jodie.
Struggling.
That's fine.
I'm fine. Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
sorry, I
I'll
just got
listen-
those
I'll
tags.
listen-
I have
I'll
streamer
listen
mode
in.
enabled, so I don't get the pings.
Right. I didn't know what I was looking for. Is there a D&D tag in this server? I couldn't find it.
No,
anyway,
no,
I'll just
that's
use
okay.
that. Sorry. All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, take care,
Okay.
Jodie.
This is probably the
Bye-bye.
first time
See ya.
I've been so late too.
Yeah, this music is
Good job.
probably not helping. It's like very
No,
sleep-inducing.
I have you turned off in the Discord because I can hear double, and it's really
Distracting.
weird, so I can't hear the music.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wrap up soon. We're almost done then.
Okay.
We just got to do
well,
Caidi's
I
thing,
think,
and then we'll be out of here.
Well, I suppose the first thing I would say is quietly under my breath to Tilva. I'm
Tila.
losing your look. Tila. Damn it. I've noticed that you seem to be looking for someone. Anyone in particular?
We're
Keep
investigating this missing kids, are we not?
Yes, but I'm asking, is there anyone in particular you're looking for, or are you just looking for like something shady? Because
The latter.
looking around. Okay. Well, things are very quiet here, and do you want to split up? Should I go?
No. I
ask
think we should
around?
stay together.
Okay.
Why don't we just sit at a table and pretend to have a conversation and start looking around? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where do you want to
we have an
sit? Do you want to try to listen into any information? Do you want to go ask the guy at the hearth? Do you want to wake up the two drunks, or do you want to sit next to the guy doing paperwork? What do you want to do? So you have the two people arguing at the bar, or not arguing, but having heated discussion. You have the blind guy that's at the at the hearth. You can
Just reading
talk
a
to
book.
in braille. You can sit near the guy doing paperwork, or you can wake up the two drunks.
Okay.
There's a bunch of other people that are in here, just ambience, but you notice that those are the people of note.
Dobbins is sus, but I don't know how we cite any information while he's drunk.
Dobbins is not drunk.
Without.
Oh, sorry. Dobbins
He's
is
not-
Dobbins is out cold. He's like drunk and sleeping, essentially on the table.
Okay.
So you'd have to wake them up to question them and see what's going on, why they're.
I would probably motion to talk to the two heated people. I think I heard the name Vicar for one of them. I don't know who the captain is though. Maybe
That's like one of the lesser known captains. He was just transferred here a couple months back. He's part of the Crown's Guard, I think. 1 second.
Do you have a name?
I'm looking for it. Where is it?
Okay, sorry.
He is Last Aegis, excuse me. That is Ruldar Bren. He's been doing some sort of other investigations about records being problematic. But yeah, let's go sit down and listen. So, Caidi, why don't you roll me another perception or investigation, your choice?
Right. Investigation is 3, perception is 5. Let's hope I can swing better with perception. I did 23.
23, okay. Good job. All right.
Finally.
So how much we get from here is the checkpoint will be 20. Because you need to get 25 for a natural 20 to get max stuff. But still good. Still good.
Okay.
What you hear is the kind of the typical thing that your party would have corroborated before from this gentleman. He is talking about inadequate records and wants some proof of where the inadequate records are, or like how they're being taken place. And she seems to, Vika's like very heated, where she says, a lot of the work that I just did and turned in has been different than what I wrote. There's something going on, and I don't know what I can do to explain it. And she says, I've been doing this for 35 years. I don't know why all of my paperwork has so many weird changes with them. I remember distinctly writing certain things, and then when I pull them out of the files, they have already been filed, stamped, and approved, and they are different. And I don't know how it's happening. I make sure to leave my office at this time every night, and I lock all of the doors. I clean up. The only thing I don't do is I leave the garbage can the same as when I sometimes forget to take the garbage out. But everything is always the same. And with a above 20 roll, this is going to be our cliffhanger for the evening. You see she is wearing a short sleeve shirt in more casual wear and there is no tattoo on her arm.
She's one of the good ones.
And that is our session for the day.
Ooh.
I also would just want to pat myself on the back here, because if you succeeded on a good enough roll for her or for another person, you would have gotten a different cliffhanger that would have led to the same result, most likely, which is very cool. So I'm very, very happy with this setup for the evening.
Get me close.
I thought this was really nice. Like, I'm not feeling well, so that's why I've been absent from this. But as far as enjoyment goes, Rob, this has been really good.
Yay.
We're on our way.
That's
The
good.
mysteries have begun.
But yeah, you also notice that I'll just keep that as the cliffhanger for now, but I just want to remind all of you that Vika is a Crown's Guard hire, okay? Vika's Crown's Guard,
Okay.
and again, Captain Ruldar Bren is Last Aegis. I know I might have misspoke a couple times, but that's for sure. So she is sharing this information with Last Aegis. And then as you guys meet the next time, it might be helpful to remember this for Rose and Layla and for Dante. Now I'm doing the reverse thing again. You two guys with the Last Aegis would now corroborate that it is a good thing that either party is sharing information with the Last Aegis, because even though the government, a la the Empire, has the Righteous Brand and the Crown's Guard as their two things, Nogvarat has the Last Aegis, but you guys are working for essentially the Last Aegis of the entire government, the Ogden Trust, right now. So it's very funny that there's all of these different entities overlapping the strings, and it's very much like the meme in Chuck where he's like pointing to the screen. There's like a bazillion lines and stuff all over the, the backdrop. That's your guys' game right now.
Posted that last week, man. Literally posted that last week.
Did you really? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys had a great week. I am going to make sure to close the
Yeah.
stream here so we can have a good hangout and Cari can be herself without having to feel like she's on stream. Thank you guys for watching for the session. I really appreciate it. I'm hopeful that either the next session or 2 sessions, you'll be basically able to finalize what you want to do with the information you have. But I wanted to basically say this publicly and privately for everything at the end of the session, is that I was talking a lot about my kind of general, I'm going to stop the music here. My general kind of concerns with the game is that we're kind of not sure how the game's going to proceed post December with vacations and whatnot. And I'll leave it at that for now until November. Our November schedule is going to be a bit crazy publicly facing. So we're not really sure what's going to happen there. But with that in mind, I want you guys to start thinking about not necessarily what you would end up doing in character or end up doing with this story, but try to find a good point for finishing this arc, both kind of semi-permanently and kind of motivation-wise, because this is a pretty tough arc to kind of conclude, because you guys are basically only asked for looking for smuggling information and are very intensely motivated when there's a lot of things going on to just stay here forever and keep investigating. So there's got to be a point when your characters and Telva just come to a general agreement that this is about all you can do. Things are going to continue. Maybe I told Cari, as my goal as a GM is to try to start changing some of the narratives as it's unfolding, to start pointing the fingers out externally where you guys could move out of the city to go do. But for those of you, again, like Layla and Dante, that are characters that are entrenched in these identities and signing on to the Last Aegis, getting further entrenched here in this area might be more difficult for Telva to get you out. So
I will say, I don't think Layla's gonna sign up now. I think she didn't realize that she was gonna be locked into the one city.
Well, to be fair, Rose is locked in.
Rose is
Not necessarily yet.
Right,
Like,
right.
If
And so
you
would just
turn
make
around and be like, "Hey, Telva, I want out."
right, but again, now you know what kind of investigations are going on and kind of the suspicions in character. you know that even if Telv is allowed and able to do all of this stuff with the Ogden Trust, she may have to tell, or she may be risking her hidden position here to be specifically more known to the Last Aegis that she is here and that she's keeping an eye on them. That may not go well with the Last Aegis, but it also might not be terrible. You don't really know. But the fact that she has to tip her hand and do something about it is something.
I mean,
so,
as it stands, I get the vibe that like the Last Ages are like, okay, these are the other good guys doing things.
Yeah, there's a reasonable doubt that can be placed on both sides of the thing, but yeah, at the end of the day, the Ogden Trust have different resources than.
Also, I think Rose is gonna be fine because she's just not gonna sign the paperwork.
Yeah, that's true. And Dante still hasn't signed yet. Like, I just wanted to be clear on that. So
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna close the stream and let you guys answer some questions off stream if needed.